Hey everyone, Gnarlash here, and welcome back to some more Sid Meier's Civilization 7. We are playing as Pachacuti and the Nepalese Empire on Deity difficulty, and in our last episode we really started honing in on our last few artifacts here, and once that's done, it seems like there's going to be a wonder that gets unlocked called the World's Fair. I think I read it somewhere that it's a wonder. Let's see if we can find that. Okay, right here. So unlock the World's Fair wonder. I'm assuming once we build that, then we win. Or maybe it's like the, what's it called? The military victory path where you unlock Manhattan Project, and then you build that, and then you research Project Ivy and you win. So maybe there's like some research to do after that. Or not research, but like you build the project, right? Not the actual structure. So it'll be interesting to see what that is. If we look at the rankings currently, we're pretty far ahead, so I'm not too worried about somebody else beating us here. We're also ahead in economy, which is our plan B in terms of victory. We have to be careful here though, because while they are pretty low in terms of points right now for ideology, it can increase pretty quickly depending on who's going to war with who, because the person capturing settlements would get 3 points per settlement if the enemy has their enemy has a different ideology. So just something for us to keep an eye on, depending on how long it takes us to get these remaining 3 artifacts. But I'm fairly confident we'll be able to pull out a cultural victory this time around, which is going to be really cool since that's the only victory type that we haven't gotten so far. But if you do find yourself enjoying this one, go ahead and hit that like button, helps the channel out massively. And if you're new, don't forget to subscribe, and let's dive back in. So Jose just set up a trade route with us, which we really appreciate. It looks like this unit is pillaging our stuff, which is not cool. I actually don't think we can repair it because he's standing on it still. Interesting that we didn't get a notification that somebody pillaged our stuff. Okay, this settlement has some growth. I think we go for the marble because the furs are kind of useless to us, although it does give us production. They both give us culture. And we're not really building wonders right now, but at least we'll have this for the World Fair. I feel like that makes the most sense, so we'll grab that. And then Choctaw has some production to utilize, so let's see what we have. We don't really need the happiness. Could use some more production here, so perhaps an aerodrome. We could throw out an aerodrome. That'd be good to have in case. Well, I think we're building a couple aerodromes, are we not? No, maybe we're not. We just unlocked the aerodrome. So yeah, let's throw down one of those because that'll be good to have. We can put it in a decent spot. Of course, it's only in areas that are around Machu Picchu and our monastery. I think we can sacrifice the monastery. We do lose 4 science and 6 food, but we gain 8 production, 2 gold, and then we have the aerodrome. I think that's fine. So let's throw that down there. Then we can redistribute this population. We don't really need the food, so we'll go ahead and pop this right onto this specialist tile. Perfect. We also have some silk to assign. So let's put the silk in Choctaw. And then I think all of our other settlements should have resources in them except for Wanuku, which doesn't appear to. I mean, maybe there's something I'm just not understanding about it, but that's okay. All right, everything else looks good. We do have a ton of influence that we could potentially use. We do have open markets available to us. Who do we want to build a relationship with? Probably, I mean, Trung Trak has a massive military, so maybe Trung Trak is who we want to be friends with. I think that makes sense. So let's do that. So let's send you open markets. Yeah, I think that's good. We don't want to be enemies with the strongest military power in the game currently, even though we can't form alliances right now because everybody's going to war with everybody else. But that's okay. I think our military's not actually, yeah, our military's not too bad right now. And we could spin a bunch of units up if we really needed to. So I'm not too worried about that. We do actually have somebody to move still. Oh, right, the settler. Yeah, let's put a settlement down here. I think that's fine. And then in terms of the resource we're looking to secure, probably the cotton first, and then we can move out toward the fish. So let's actually grab this tile, and then the cotton. Perfect. And then we can pull one of these out here. So I'll pull the wine out. Oh, you know what we need to do actually? We need to build a fishing quay first. Okay, and then if we head back to our resources, then we can put the cotton in our factory. Sweet. And then do we want to buy something here? We probably want to buy a boat. Let's buy a dreadnought here. And then we actually can't put down a wall yet, but that's okay. Oh, they're fighting over here. So Trung Trak must be at war with Hatshepsut. Oh yeah, she's at war with Hatshepsut, Napoleon, and Rubric, I think. Okay, so radio is 10. We have a narrative event. So we've got a bonus from Stone Town, 1,000 gold. Very cool. And then we have some growth in Choctaw, which I'm thinking we want more culture. This is the tile to use. Just taking a quick look. Yep, looks like it. So we'll throw a specialist in that tile there. And then for production in Alabama, we don't really need the happiness right now. So I think we can, oh, you know what? Radio station gives us 4 influence, but I mean, we've got so much influence right now. I think we're okay. Production, we have a lot of production here. Tenement could be decent. The growth rate is probably good for the cannery. So let's throw down the cannery. I'm thinking, especially since we have like, what, over 400 food in the settlement. Let's put it here. I don't want to build over this tile, so we'll throw it here with the factory. Cool. You move into the settlement and alert. Okay, that all looks really good. Yeah, I'm feeling really good about this playthrough. Wow, we actually got our first. That was fast, right? Maybe I haven't been paying attention to it, but I thought when I just looked at this, we were only. Yeah, maybe I'm misremembering. Okay, well, we have our first milestone for Railroad Tycoon. Yeah, we were down at 50 something, weren't we? That's pretty crazy. Not gonna complain though. I think even if we complete the Railroad Tycoon legacy tree first, we're still gonna try to go for culture, unless it looks like our victory is gonna be threatened. Then we will adapt accordingly. That is a lot of food. Did our stuff get fixed? No, doesn't look like it. There's no way that our settlements are producing that much food. So Baratpur, are you connected to this? No, that's a lot of food coming from 3 settlements. 148 from a connected town, 122 from a connected town. I guess it's because they're only connected to. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Okay. In any case, let's throw our specialist into the tile that we've already got a specialist in, I think. Yeah, that looks like the right play. So we'll throw that guy in there. And then Cusco has production. We just got our factory built, which means we should be able to set up some more factory resources. An aerodrome could be really good. Where can we put an aerodrome? I think we can build over another monastery. We do lose 4 production here, though. We lose 6 production there. We lose 5 gold, 3 culture. Well, 4 gold, 3 culture there. Could we build over this, actually? There's only food, 1 gold here. Yeah, let's do that. And then we'll just put that population somewhere else. We have 2 full specialist tiles here. So I guess the next play is to put it right here. That's fine. Man, 55 population in Cusco, and it grows again in 4 turns. That's so crazy. Okay, Saivash. We don't want an aerodrome here because it's actually it's a little farther away from our border, which means it's gonna be less useful. So I think we probably want 190 production. A tenement could be good. We do have 20 happiness, but this could help us get a little bit more if we need it. We probably don't need it though. Let's build a merchant here actually, get another merchant online. And then Cusco, your factory is done. So what can we put in here? Let's pull all our whales out and let's give you growth rate. Oh yeah, I think we'll give you coffee. Put all our, well, I guess almost all our coffee in here. Oh, Choctaw has a factory as well. Okay, so let's take out some elephants here and let's throw tin in this factory. Okay, do we want to pull a silk out? So it's 6 culture in the capital, 3 to any other city. So we can pull you out, put the tin in, and then do we want 6 production in the capital? Or I guess we do. We actually are a little bit low on production in the capital. Unless we want the culture. I don't know. Maybe we want the culture. I think it's probably okay. Okay, we have growth in our capital. I think we're gonna put it on this culture tile here. That makes the most sense. So let's do that. We also have growth in Alabama again. I feel like we just had growth here. Maybe it was production actually. Let's throw you onto this tile. Although this tile is looking pretty nice now too. Yeah, we'll do this because there's a +1 science greater than this tile. We don't really need the gold or production in this city. So Kathmandu aerodrome is done. You could definitely use an ironworks. That's for sure. Could build it over the altar, which I think we're going to do. We're good with happiness here, right? Yeah, we are. So let's do that. And then Saivash, you finished your merchant. What can our merchant do? Let's take a quick look. So maybe we'll make another one. Okay, Hatshepsut we can trade with. That's kind of it. Is everybody else out of range? Oh no, we just need more trade routes available. I think we go, oh, that's out of range. I think we go Hatshepsut first and get some citrus online. So let's do that. Okay, we're friendly with Hatshepsut again. And then Saivash, let's actually make another merchant. And then in Alabama, I think maybe the brickyard actually. 5 food, 9 production on the brickyard. It's pretty good. It only takes 1 turn. Has to be over here though. Could throw it down with the city park. Could build over this monastery, but then we lose, oh yeah, we only get 4 production effectively, and we lose 5 science, 5 happiness. It's not amazing. Could put this with the armor. We don't really need the food, so I think that's probably fine. So I'll throw that down there. We have citrus available to us, but I don't think we have another factory. That's the thing. What does citrus give us? Production toward naval units. Don't really need that currently. We do have a ton of gold now. Maybe we'll hold on to it for a little while longer. We also have a ton of influence, and I'm not sure what we want to do with it. I don't know if there's any value in like promoting growth. Like, why would you want to? I mean, we could just to see what it does. There's an artifact right there. We are befriending Mali, right? Oh, let's add some support here to make sure we get it, and then we'll encourage some growth here, I guess, and we'll see what that does. We don't need it to bolster its military though. That we do not need. Okay, I guess maybe we should make sure that nobody else is trying to steal any of the other city-states out from under us, because that would not be amazing. Looks like Mandalay just became ours. Could encourage some growth here too, I guess. Okay, city-state bonus. Okay, so 1 science on warehouse buildings. Science buildings receive +1 science for every city-state you are suzerain of. That's pretty good, but it looks like we get more science from this. 25% production toward completing projects in cities with a science building. Receive a free technology when we become suzerain. How many city-states are we still befriending? 4, so that'd be 4 free technologies. I guess we can do that. It would be 4 or 5. I don't know if this one is converted yet until we pick one. So let's do anthropology. Cool. There is urbanization done. Or urbanization mastery, I guess. So it can give us masteries as well. I mean, it'll save us a few turns in science, at the very least. So I'm not going to complain about that. Now, let's see. We have some production here. I think we throw down the Opera House next. Although, do we need a museum here? Doesn't look like we need the museum. So let's build the Opera House. And is this our culture tile? No. Did we have a culture tile here? Maybe we don't. Do we put it here? No, it's Schoolhouse Lab, Rail Station. I guess we don't have a culture tile here, which would make sense. So let's actually drop. Do we need the happiness here? We kind of do. So let's drop this on the 7 food 1 production tile. Let's put that there. And then we can move this guy somewhere else. It's the same tile we've been putting our specialists on. Oh yeah, this settlement actually doesn't have mountains. That's why we're losing so much happiness from specialists here too. That's okay. That guy there. Okay, and then Alabama has production. Does not need happiness. So let's give it the tenement. Although that's kind of happiness based too. Is there something else we can create? Let's build some bombers actually. So we'll build 2 bombers and we'll build a trench fighter. Maybe we build a biplane. Can intercept enemy air units. So let's get another bomber and then a biplane. Okay, Choctaw also has some production. Did you build an aerodrome? You did. So let's do the same thing here. Let's queue up 3 bombers and a biplane, because that'll also help defend in case anybody attacks us with air units, which air units, as we know, can be very devastating. So in terms of building stuff, throw it on a grocer here. Yeah, let's do that. So there's a grocer. Don't really need the ironworks though. Manuku, what do you have? Port. Just kind of go around to all of our settlements, see if there's anything of value we can build. I mean, I guess. Do you have a port? You do have a port. We can build a factory here. Put the factory in the city hall, actually. So let's do that. And then a grocer. I think we put it here, maybe? No, this is probably fine. Kind of want the culture if possible, and the happiness we probably want. Yeah, kind of. So let's throw it down here. I mean, we are specialized anyway, so we probably won't be getting that anytime soon, but I guess just in case. Either way, it's probably fine. And then let's actually give you one of these 6 food tiles. Let's give you that one so you can expand your borders a little bit. All right, so now you have a factory. We can throw the citrus in here. So let's take out that. Let's take out this, and let's throw the citrus in here. Nice. We just have a ton of factory production right now. Yeah, that's crazy. We are just flying through it. Yeah, I think a lot of the struggle with the culture part right now is that we're waiting for all of our explorers to reach the artifact areas. Oh, orders, thank you very much. We want to come in and explore what's going on here. Okay, so here we go. So you can start digging. Cool. Very cool. Okay, we have some growth in Cusco. Where do we want to put it? Could actually use some more production here. So I think we might actually grab this tile. So let's do that. And then the settlement has some growth as well, which is just gonna be another specialist. Yeah, it's kind of crazy because we have 41 population here. And we have 5 turns until the next growth. That's so insane. All these tiles look to be the same. So let's just grab this one here and connect our borders. Very cool. And Itahari. So we had just grabbed the cotton. I think the next most valuable resource here is probably the coal. So let's grab this tile and then we'll go into this food and then the coal. We have a celebration. We're going to go for culture. We actually have 1,600 science per turn right now. That's pretty insane. Let's grab, I guess, ambassadors. Speaking of, what does this look like? What is this doing? An additional 15 food per turn. I mean, we can do that for all of our city-state friends, right? Yeah, I don't think she wins that. So we're already doing it there. We should have more city-states around. So let's grow you, I guess. And then you will be ours next turn. And you'll give us a free technology. We can have you grow. You can grow as well. Yeah, I feel like we should have a lot of city-states too. Are we befriending you? We're not even befriending you. That's kind of crazy. I wonder if they're new. Although at this stage, I don't know how they would be. I feel like we're pretty far into modern here. So, Cusco has production as well. What do we want here? We kind of have a lot of what we want. We could build... Oh, you know what? Do we have air units in our aerodrome here? We do not. So let's build that. Let's build some air units. So we'll build 3 bombers. See, 1, 2, 3 bombers, and then a biplane. Okay. And then Saivash has production, which we weren't going to build you an aerodrome. We could build you a military academy, but I think we probably want to give you a radio station if we can. The question is, where do we want to put it? The thing is, we're going to build over production here. Unless we build over, could build over the pavilion at this stage. Could build over the temple as well. I think we build over the temple. It's just like a better happiness building. Now, what do we want to do with you? I don't think we need the chocolate because we don't have enough resource slots in the settlement that utilizes it. And it has a port and a factory already. And it has a rail station. I think what we want to do is probably go to Chung Track and trade with her to get these resources here. I think that's probably good. I want a better relationship with her anyway. So let's do that. I guess all our influence is actually coming in handy now. So let's send you to her. Awesome. Oh, you know what we didn't do is we didn't redistribute our production. Although we kind of want the food in our towns. We don't need this here. We can put this sugar in Jeanette. And then this is 6 food in a town with a port. Otherwise it's only 3 food. It would make more sense for you to have spices then, or elephants. No, I think you need elephants because they're putting the production to use there. You actually don't have any resource. Let's give you have 9 happiness. Let's give you the 4 food for production. Oh, you know what? Let's not give you elephants. Let's give you wine because that doesn't make a lot of sense there because it has so much happiness already. And then I think anyone that has fish so we can give wine would be good. So let's do that. Okay, and then anybody that has fish could have spices. You don't really need horses anymore. Give you spices instead. Okay, you might still need horses. Alright, that. Oh yeah, what do you have fish for? Let's get the fish out of there, and let's give you ivory. Alright, that all looks great. So what is next? We're gonna improve this mountain. Beautiful, and that is that. Heard some stuff going on. Yeah, there's definitely some war going on over here. That is for sure. Okay, milestone 2 for Railroad Tycoon. Mobilization is also done. Yeah, that is kind of crazy how quickly we're just nailing Railroad Tycoon at this point because of all the trade routes that we have open. Okay, so diplomatic action, we will definitely take the science. That's the other thing I forgot about too, is as we get friendlier with people, they're going to want to have endeavors with us, which we would like more of that. So if we can have more of that, that would be amazing. We're already at 90 with you. That's good. I don't think he would give us open borders. Doesn't really like us. Oh, he did. Okay. I know Isabella will not, so we're not even going to try. Oh, look at this. 5% gold for every city-state you're a suzerain of. 631 more gold per turn. 5 trade route range for every city-state you're a suzerain of. 1 resource capacity and settlements with a factory. I don't think we need the gold, as funny as it would be to get another 631 gold per turn. We don't need another unique improvement, or like special improvement. I think we will grab, because it's either these two, And the trade route range would be amazing. We would be able to trade with I think everything, every settlement on the map. I do kind of want the factory system though, so we're gonna grab that. There's electricity because I think that was mastery actually. I lost my train of thought there. Yeah, I think that having the extra resource slot in our factory cities and towns is just better. And then we can worry about the trade routes with the next economic suzerainty that we get for an economic city-state. And that was electricity mastery. Okay, I guess it just gives us the lowest one because that last time it gave us urbanization mastery, and now it gives electricity mastery. So I guess it just gives us the lowest, whatever, one of the lowest ones available. 3 production on rail station is what we're going to grab for sure because we don't really need the 1,000 gold. Oh, we're also suzerain of Punaka. 20% production towards constructing museums. We don't really need that. 3 culture displayed artifacts. We will grab this though. And there is combustion, but I think that was combustion mastery. Let's just confirm that. Yeah, it's totally just giving us the cheapest ones, which is fine. At least we know it's not random. So we can repair you now. We want to purchase repair everything. Let's go in here and click it in here. Okay, that's because Male is now friends with us, so they're backing off. Okay, very cool. So Kathmandu has some production. What do we want? Could throw down the cannery. I think that would make sense to throw down. We can build it over this pot cup. This pot cup has 5 production on it though. That's kind of crazy. Could build over the bazaar. I think that makes the most sense to build over. So let's do that. And then we can actually have you build on this mountain as well. Well, you know what? We wanted to try volcanoes, but I'm pretty sure when we were looking at improving this mountain, the volcanoes were not blue, so we probably can't. Interesting how many artifacts are around here now, because these were not here before. At least I didn't see them. So that's kind of crazy. Okay. Who else has to move? You do. Now let's get you in here. See what's going on. There's Tokyo. That's her capital. Okay. Yeah, Napoleon looks like he's kind of the superpower on this side of the map. Which, I mean, good for him, right? Okay, Napoleon made peace with Friedrich. There is hegemony. So we have settlement limit increase. We can now research artifacts buried since antiquity. And we have cultural imperialism. So let's pull out ambassadors and let's throw in cultural imperialism. Nice. Okay, perfect. We have 500 culture coming in from, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that, but that settlement, that city-state there. And then we have growth in Choctaw once again. So let's grab the culture tile and now we can choose another civic. So we're still not going to choose an ideology. I think we go for capitalism for the specialist limit increase. Although we do want spread rooms of fake artifacts. So let's grab that next. Yeah, I think it makes sense to just kind of have that on the back burner in case we need it. And then Saivash has production, so the radio station is done. Now we can build the tenement. We can build some defensive fortifications, I guess. So let's do that. Would not hurt. So the opera house is done. Let's throw down the museum here. Put it right with the opera house. Okay, perfect. And then you are gonna wait here until you can improve that mountain. Okay, not unexpected. That's kind of what we were thinking we were gonna see. Oh yeah, she's got factories up here as well. Is anybody making as much progress as us though? I don't think so. Not really. That's so interesting. Hatshepsut is catching up in terms of artifacts though. We have to be aware of that. Okay, let's see. I wonder, there's gotta be some war still going on, right? Oh yeah, everybody's still at war. And I think it's the ideology thing. So we haven't selected an ideology, and while we're not gaining bonuses with other leaders in terms of ideologies in common, we're also not losing relationship because of a lack of ideology. So that is nice, I will say. Alabama, what are we going to do with you? I guess the 6 culture tile. That looks correct. Yeah, I love that the mountains get rid of the negative happiness for our specialists. Okay, you're gonna wait still, and you're just gonna kind of, gosh, words. You're just gonna kind of keep exploring this area here. Really, we were just kind of looking for potentially another natural wonder, since I'm not sure the limit on each map. Do we have somebody going here? I don't know if we do, because you're going here, but there's nothing for you here. So let's have you go back that way. Where are you going? You're going to somewhere that they've already dug up the artifact. Yeah, it just took us too long to get our explorers across. So like you could technically come over here. Yeah, we need a button that when you click it, it cycles your explorers, because this is a little Jose's already here, so I don't think we can grab that one. So we could send you over that way. And then you are going there, but that doesn't help us. So there's 4 in our territory. So let's send you to this one. 16 turns away. We should have more explorers, I think. That moved us all the way across the map. Yeah, we should have more explorers, I'm pretty sure. It's hard to find them, though. Maybe not. Okay. That is fine. I mean, we have plenty of leeway, that's the thing. And we do have our plan B ready to go. Although there's a... Was that here? I don't think that was there a minute ago. Okay, globalism mastery is unlocked, so that's good. Could get 36 science per turn if we want it. Maybe we do. Could pull out Kolka. Well, 25% of the gold from trade income as food is kind of nice. We don't really need the gold, that's the thing. We don't really need gift economy, so let's get rid of gift economy and let's get preservation of societies. It shouldn't affect our cities directly because I think that's just blanket happiness. It's not. Oh yeah, there's more here. Let's see, is anybody over here? Nobody's over here yet. And then where's our other explorers? You're going down there, and then where are you going? Is it faster for you to come over here? It is. So let's have you go there. Then you... Yeah, that's fine. Okay, looks good. We could always buy another... I mean, yeah, we probably should just buy an explorer. We have so much gold. Yeah, it would be a shame to lose the culture victory because we're trying to be a little cheap. So I guess we'll just go for food, whatever gives us the most food here. And that would be... I guess these tiles are good because it gives us the golden production as well. Okay, Savash has growth as well. And I think we just go on right into this tile here. Nothing's more culture, is it? No, I think this one might have been, but that's more science for sure. Okay, yeah, I guess we go for this tile. That's fine. And then our next civic that we're going to go for is going to be capitalism. And then, yeah, then we'll go future civic. And that'll give us another artifact in case we need one still. Just out of curiosity, do any of these give us artifacts? No. And this doesn't either. Okay, that is fine. We just have to keep an eye on Pachacuti here because we are still 4 artifacts ahead, but there's a lot of artifacts on the board, so she could potentially catch up pretty quickly. I think radio station here makes sense. I'll have to make some sacrifices here, though. I think we can just throw it down here. It'll bump our happiness a bit. We get a little bit more influence. We don't necessarily want to lose the production, so then we'll leave the barracks here until we build something else that gives us production, and then we'll just sacrifice some gold, get some happiness and some more, a little bit more influence trickling in. And Savash, let's give you... We had you build this defensive fortification, so let's build more defensive fortifications. We should start doing that in all of our settlements just in case, like the AI kind of goes crazy toward the end of the game, because we have seen that happen. But we also haven't had a game where we didn't pick an ideology. Could just be a byproduct of that. Now, is there anything we can do? We have a farmer's market available, so we're friendly with you already. Hatshepsut, can we start a farmer's market with you? Okay, excellent. We just have so much influence, and we could be like stealing technologies and stuff, which at this stage maybe we should be, but I don't know if it's necessary. And I guess it being necessary doesn't make a difference, because otherwise we're just sitting on influence and doing nothing with it. What does this do? Remove all yields from the target civilization's displayed artifacts. Oh, well that doesn't even help us because it doesn't. So I thought that when you do this, it actually discredits their current artifacts and it doesn't count toward their victory path anymore. Apparently that is not the case, so it actually doesn't really matter. Hatshepsut made peace with Isabella. Armor done. Okay. Oh, we got an artifact. Awesome. So that means you can go somewhere else, right? Where's the next closest artifact for you? Could send you here. Don't know if anybody's going there yet. Let's get you over there. Let's get you here. And those 2 alone should actually get us started on our last 2 artifacts. We're actually almost done with the economic victory path too. There's 1,000 gold, which is awesome. And then in Kathmandu, it looks like we'll just be doing some more specialist action, which is fine with me. It's actually pretty insane how quickly the cities grow now that they change the growth curve. It looks like we can kind of just throw this wherever. None of these yields are too impressive. So let's go for the one that has 0.5 production. Okay, and then you... I think we can grab the furs now. So let's do that. And then this settlement, we're growing toward the coal. And Alabama has production. Our plans are done. So we can build... We don't really need the happiness buildings. So let's throw down some defensive fortifications, because why not? Okay, we don't need to do anything with resources, I don't think. No, I think we're okay. Did we build a port here? I'm kind of curious if we build a port outside. Since we have so much gold, I kind of just want to see if that fixes our resource problem with this settlement. It did, finally. Okay, so now we can give you stuff. So let's give you... You don't need happiness. We give you food, because now you get bonus because you have a port. Just crank up your food. And also now you should be connected to all of our other settlements. Yep. Okay. I think it might have been connected before, but like it wasn't connected to the trade network, interestingly enough. So now I'm wondering, do you have a port? You do not have a port, so we're going to science this as well. So let's throw a port down here. And now does that increase your connections? It does not. It does not increase connections. Do you have a port? Is there a port here? Yeah, you do. Okay. I do not know. I do not know. We can give you some more stuff now, though. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to give you some elephants. We're actually going to pull these horses out, too, because you don't really need them. And we'll give you some extra elephants, so you have extra happiness and extra production. Although, maybe we'll leave you like that and give you some food. That looks just fine. Oh, what is this? We specialize you? We're not going to specialize you, but we will build you something. We'll build you a grocer. 13 food grocer. Okay. We can actually build you a granary, too. Why not? Why not? Okay, you can improve that now, so we'll do that. Bonus tile for us. This water is a square, which should not be square, but it is. Okay. I feel like these scouts have not so great movement compared to the unique scout of the Inca, because I think they're supposed to be similar, although we didn't really have the Incan scout traveling through all these urban districts, so maybe we're comparing apples and oranges. Okay, so Railroad Tycoon Victory is unlocked. What do we have to do? So we have the Great Banker. So now we need to establish the World Bank. Okay. Do we need to do that here? We don't. So let's start with Isabella, and we'll put that there because hers is going to be the most expensive. Now, we're still going to go for culture, but we will work our way toward getting that done. And then Saivash, what are we going to do with you? More defensive fortifications. We'll give you some defensive fortifications too, just in case. Just in case. Same with Alabama. Alabama has some already. Okay. Alabama doesn't really need much else. Maybe some gold, but like we don't really need the gold. So we'll start churning out some defensive fortifications because why not? All right, you've made it here pretty quickly, actually. Now you can come over here. We should be able to get that mountain. You start digging. You start digging, and that should be plenty to get our... I actually have to go around everybody. It's kind of crazy. That should be plenty of explorers getting artifacts for us to unlock that wonder. So now it's just a matter of time. Yeah, I'm kind of interested to see what that's going to look like. Oh, interesting. She has gotten the first thing done for the space race, which is flight. Okay, so that means she still needs aerodynamics and rocketry, so not too concerning yet. We definitely have to keep an eye on it. We will support this only because we don't need the gold, and this gives us more reputation or relationship with her. Plus, if we need the combat strength for anything with like Isabella, then that'll be nice to have. Okay, production in Cusco. Let's give you some defensive fortifications. And then Kathmandu, same thing. We actually don't have defensive fortifications here yet, which is kind of crazy. And then Choctaw. Should build you a military academy, actually. Could build it over the armorer. Could build it over this terrace farm. Could build it over the hospital. Actually, I think that is probably the better play. Yeah, let's build this over the hospital. Okay, you go ahead and activate. Doesn't tell us the cost, though. Yeah, it's pretty expensive. But that will be the most costly one, and it is done now, so that's cool. Okay, we have a narrative choice. Candy is giving us 500 science, which is awesome. And this settlement all has the same has all the same tiles, so we'll just go ahead and grab this for order. And then Saivash, we give you some more defensive fortifications to build, because why not? Yeah, I feel like just having them just in case we have like these crazy wars that happen sometimes. I feel like that can't hurt. Okay, let's head over to Trock and have our banker ready to go. And this will just kind of keep exploring all that stuff. There's not really much else to do. We're just waiting for our artifacts to roll in, and as a precaution, just setting up our banks. So this actually looks kind of cool. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Okay, growth. Lots of growth. We have so much growth in this game. I think it's also attributed to Pachacuti as well, just like the leader bonuses. So let's give you that tile there. Yeah, 45. Like our cities Or if we just look at our civilization in general, 578 population. That's, I mean, we do have more settlements, but 54 in the capital. Cusco's at 57, growing again in one turn. Choctaw's at 53. Alabama's at 51. It's like so much growth. Pretty wild. Okay, we don't need, I mean, production is good, but we don't really need it here. Let's grab our culture tile. Okay, growth again in Choctaw. Culture tile again. Thank you. Okay, city-state bonus. City-state is done. We'll grab anthology or ethnology. We don't need this. We don't need any more tile improvements like that because we're even starting to build over some of them now. So don't really need it. We'll grab anthology. We're not really going to use either one, but that's okay. So industrialization is done. That was the other tech, right, for becoming suzerain. Nice. Okay, production in Cusco. More defensive fortifications, please. Start kind of building through all of these over here because we don't have a huge military, and then this will just kind of protect us a little bit more. Yeah, it'll just give us a little bit added production just in case we get the surprise wars that we sometimes get toward the end of the game, although we normally play more militaristically, so perhaps we won't be seeing that. You can wait again. Let's have you continue to explore. Okay, you can go ahead and grab that capital. Okay. Yeah, we have a ton of gold, and like I don't know what to do with like all the influence now that we have all these city-states becoming ours. We can push growth, but we like gain more influence per turn than we would spend on having growth assigned to them. So like 206 influence per turn is kind of crazy. I mean, I guess we would normally be negating some of it when we're using the other actions like steel technologies and stuff, but we just don't need to. We have so much science and culture that we just don't have to do it. Okay, city-state bonus, Male is ours. We're gonna get shipping lanes because we don't need the gold. That's gonna give us a ton of trade route range. Flight mastery is also researched now thanks to that suzerainship or suzerainty. Let's build more defensive fortifications. We can build it on our rail station there. Same with Alabama. Let's go ahead and put this on our aerodrome. Okay, you can grab that mountain now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cool that we can secure those as well. So that's that. Let's have you just make your way over here. Okay, you start digging that up, even though we won't really need you to. Let's head up to Hatshepsut's capital. Or I guess it's not Hatshepsut's capital. It is Friedrich's capital. Yeah, I saw Hatshepsut's border and I just assumed. Okay. And Friedrich is a little unhappy with us, but that is okay. Isabella's a little bit happier with us. Okay, there's an artifact. Awesome. And there's another artifact. Amazing. So now we can produce the World's Fair. So we got that. We have another one. All the artifacts. We just got all the artifacts. Okay, Cusco has 214 production. Takes 8 turns. Does Kathmandu have more production? 172. I think Alabama might have the most production. 241. Yeah, I can produce it in 7 turns. So let's do that, and we'll throw it down. We can throw it down right here. That is priority. Oh, it's done in 5 turns, actually. That is crazy. Okay, interesting. That's cool. All right, well, cultural victory is imminent. That is pretty good. Okay, defensive fortifications. Defensive fortifications. Because why not? You can start moving. Oh, she just settled there. I wonder if we'll be able to snag that mountain tile still. Okay, we don't really need any more artifacts. I wonder if we can grab that from her. We have an explorer over there. Guess we can start heading over to these. Nope, we already got that. Let's head over there. I think we already have explorers on the other ones over here in green. Maybe not. Maybe there's one that we don't see. I think there might be one that we just don't see. Now I don't even remember where this explorer is. Oh, I guess it makes sense for you to go over here. Okay, let's establish this bank. Okay, capitalism is done. We're actually not even going to look at this because we don't need gold. So we're good with that. And we have plenty of happiness in all of our settlements. All right, so this growth we will throw over into this tile because now we have the extra specialist slot. In this settlement, we're going to grab the oil. Okay, we can now grab the coal over in Itahari. Very cool. In Kathmandu, we're just going to keep on building our defensive fortifications because that is going to be part of our military right now because we don't have a lot of offensive pressure. Actually, our military is pretty decent. I think it's because we got the plains. So that is helpful. Just in case town focus is available, we will not be doing any of that. We will build you a grocer though. Throw that down there. And we will build you a granary right there. And that looks good. That looks fine. So, Pachacuti capital's up here. So let's send you up there, because why not? You, oh yeah, I forgot we sent you up here. It's a cute little island. Let's see, where is our fair? Okay, so 4 turns until World Fair is done, and then we win. I guess we should also check to make sure that there's nothing else going on that could undermine us. Yeah, like she's still got 2 more ahead of her, and I think then she has to build the rocket launch and stuff like that. So I think we're okay. In terms of our celebration, I think we still go for the culture. Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, now I guess we'll just throw in that gold one. I mean, we could throw the influence one too, but like that, we're just as full on influence as we are on gold, or full. I mean, you know, we have so much of both. It's kind of crazy. Yeah, I'll just keep on pumping out these defensive fortifications on our more important tiles. Okay, so you hang out here until you can't, and you can build our bank here. I think we have 2 more settlements to build a bank in. I mean, we don't really need to do anything else with our explorers, because we're only a few turns away from winning. So we will just leave them be. I don't think there's really anywhere else to send them that's not currently occupied by an explorer anyway, because we're sending them there, or somebody else is already digging up the artifact. Okay, culture, please, and thank you. And then over here, grab this tile. Awesome. I feel like these defensive fortifications take 3 turns, but they get completed in less than 3. Because I feel like I've clicked so many defensive fortifications. It's kind of crazy. Okay, you can dig that one up since you're there. You will wait. I think you'll be able to secure that actually. That's kind of funny. Okay, let's move you over to Napoleon's capital. Amazing. Okay, we'll skip your turn. There's not really much left of the map to explore. Send you down here as well. I know our other scouts coming over, but that's okay. Oh, we have another artifact. That's so funny. Yeah, you can just hang out here as well. Oh, you're both done. Yeah, we don't really need them to do anything else at this stage. And we're still ahead legacy-wise too. So like, yeah, well, we are way far ahead legacy-wise. Okay, growth in Alabama. Where is our specialist slot we were using? I think it was this one initially. Maybe I'm wrong. We do want the culture though. Oh, look at that. The World Fair is almost done. That looks really cool. That looks super cool. Okay, candy is ours. We will go ahead and grab with a 132 science. Thank you very much. There is radio mastery. It's kind of crazy that we went like more economic, diplomatic, and culture, and yet somehow we've also managed to get over 2000 science. And like, we did kind of prefer the labs and stuff, but it's just interesting how much science we were able to collect and all that. Okay, more defensive fortifications. All the defensive fortifications, put that on the rail station. Okay, and you guys can hang out. All of our explorers just chilling. And then you... So we'll do this, and we only have Washington, D.C. left. Oh, that is funny. Wait, it just gives us the tile? But who does this belong to? That is so funny. Shouldn't it give us this water tile? Because what's going to happen is we're going to have this one tile here, and also the water square again on this tile. Yeah, her border is going to come right across here, and like Hatshepsut's border is going to come over here, and we have one tile. That doesn't make any sense to me at all. Makes no sense. Oh, wait, is World Fair done after this turn? It is. All right, we did it. That's cool. I love how you can still see the fireworks and confetti. Like, it's under the banner now, which is unfortunate, but you can still see it in the background. Yeah, there's our first cultural victory.
The world laid out in pavilions for the amusement of the crowd, and still be home for dinner.
Huh. I think this is my favorite ending animation so far. Well, I guess we've seen all of them, so yeah, this is my favorite one. That is cool. All right, well, we have won with every victory condition, or every legacy path, so that is pretty good. I mean, we could have won with economy again, right? But, oh, and she did get 2 out of 3, so she was kind of getting there. Crazy. Okay. Hatshepsut was also catching up with the artifacts as well. Man, that is really cool. Okay. Experience. Did we unlock anything for Pachacuti though? That's what I'm wondering. So, what? Fine cloth, geometric motifs. What is that? Maybe it just doesn't tell us what it does here. That's interesting. Okay. Well, we did it. We achieved our culture victory. And yeah, now we get to, wait, is it gonna tell us here? No. I wonder if we can go into a new game and find it. Okay, so one site for scouts adjacent. Oh, I don't know if you'd ever use that, to be completely fair. Okay, so now we need to start planning on who we're gonna play next. So that's really exciting. So we have one with every legacy path now. So now we can kind of just pick and play whoever we want, and we've seen it all. So that's really awesome. But yeah, we're gonna end this episode here then. If you did enjoy it, go ahead and hit that like button. Helps the channel out a ton. And if you're new, don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.